What's going on YouTube? Welcome to WestysAngling. Joining me and Rob Fuller again, and today we're doing a fishery review on Yeadon Tarn. And where is it, Rob?
It's just next to Leeds Bradford Airport, because we've just seen a plane come about 10 foot off water. So it's loud.
This trip was Rob's idea. He wanted to visit a fishery that had really good winter form, and apparently Yeadon Tarn has. It's been recommended to you by a couple of people, hasn't it?
Yeah, quite a few like local lads I know around here. I grew up about half an hour away from Bradford, so it's I know a few lads who fished it. It's 20 acres, big pit, 750 carp in it, going to £35. So they come out regular this time of year as well. Before it froze over, there were out a lot coming out every other day, so yeah. Fingers crossed.
Obviously with us having that big freeze, it might have put the fish off a little bit. The weather conditions aren't ideal. We've really struggled to get the rigs out in the bait boat, but they're out and they're fishing, so all we can do is wait now. I'm probably not going to reset mine again tonight. I'll probably leave them now through until tomorrow morning, and hope for best. I'm back leading because look at the absolute swell on the water. It is forcing down. It's changed directions. It was coming this way, now it's going back down the other way, the wind. So
right into my bivvy door.
Right into your bivvy door, but it's pushing a bit more to us now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
rather than over to the other side where the other lads are fishing. There's quite a few other people on, isn't there?
Yeah, it's busy. There's another couple down that side, that bank. I think this side is the deepest part of the lake, and everyone seems to be down this way. So we're going. Everyone's stacked up down that side, and then there's no one down towards the dam wall that way, and I think there's 3 or 4 on this side at bank with us. So
as you can tell with people walking past us, this is a park lake, so you can book online or you can pay on the bank if you wanted to. We're crouched down there out the wind because we don't want, obviously you won't be able to hear a word we're saying. I won't be doing loads of filming on this trip. I'll probably just let you know. I'll talk you through some of the rigs that we've got on and stuff like that, but we are fishing with the PVA bags. Wind's picking up again. I'm going to try and stick it out for 48 hours, but we'll see what happens. It's due thunderstorms tomorrow, which is absolutely grim.
And he's already saying he wants to go home.
Yeah, no, I'm already moaning, so we'll see if I can hack it. But it is, we're soaking wet, it's tough. So yeah, I'll do my best with the filming. Hopefully one of us gets a fish in the next 24 hours, and we'll see what happens. And I'm sure that if we start catching, I'll want to stay for 48.
Pray for Westy.
So, I've just riddled some worms off best I can, and I'm just cutting them up just to release the amino acids best I can. Now I'm going to put them through this mix. So this is just a mix of essential cell boilies, 10ml, maggots, corn, and there's some DNA bug in there as well. And that's ready to go out. That's definitely enough mix for me and Rob for the whole session, that. And hopefully that'll bring some carp in. Probably bring the bream in as well, but full of attractants that. I'm going to put these back as well. Look at all the gulls attacking Rob's boat. Oh, I can't wait to get this final rod out so I can chill out for 5-10 minutes. Jesus. Oh, my caught around here. How? Ah, I get it. Oh, what a faff. Okay. absolutely miserable conditions. It's been hammering it down. I'm soaking wet through. It's going to be an uncomfortable night. Definitely not as enjoyable as summer fishing. You've got to be in for winning. There's some decent chunks in here to target. Well, the wind's absolutely atrocious. You can't hear a word I'm saying, so I'm just swapping over to a bit of a voiceover. But you'll see on the underwater cam here just how silty Yeadon is. Now, it's not as silty as some of the fisheries that I've been to or fished, but it's still worth bearing in mind if you're coming to fish here that it is a silty bottom. You know, people that fish at this time of year, they don't let on to how tough it actually is. And it is a little bit of an endurance. You might think I'm soft for saying that, but it genuinely is. It's tough. This is another short clip of the bottom, and you can see just how thick that silt is. So it could be worth you using a helicopter type setup, or maybe a Ronnie rig, something that's just going to sit on top of that silt, something that's critically balanced, and it's just going to lay on top and it's not going to get buried in that silt. Otherwise you'll have absolutely no chance. But you can see that the bottom's fairly clear other than the silt. So if you manage to get some bait on top of that silt, I'm sure that the carp would be grubbing around in that no problem. Now, underwater cam is something that's new to my fishery reviews. So if you do find it helpful and interesting to see what the bottom's like of the lakes that obviously I'm doing the review on, then please drop a comment in the comment section and let me know that you want to see more of that kind of thing. Like I said to you before, I'll try and show you the rigs at some point, but if you want an idea of how to tie up your own PVA bag rigs, I'll put a link in top right hand corner for you, which shows you how it's set up. Because we're fishing with corn, I've got half a boilie, half a maybe 12mm boilie, and then topped with a fake piece of plastic corn, and that'll work as like a bottom bait. They'll be sat on the bottom. Yeah. And one of them, I think I've got double corn. I'm not sure which they are. I tied the PVA bags up last night, so could be any out there.
I've got 2 double plastic corns, and I put on my juicer rig out, little pop up on a Ronnie rig, topped with red maggots.
Rob's got his distance sticks here. We can put it back a touch more, eh? Trip people up going to the bin. Absolute hazard. I can't get it in at this side. I'll have to come further towards you. Yeah. Come forward a touch. Hopefully it quietens off as everybody's dipping away.
I can't believe there's so many walkers out.
Car parks, there's one on this side which is there. Just as you come in, there's a left turn next to a pub. I'll put a Google Maps address in for you. And also there's a car park on the opposite side over there as well. Looks like a nice walk round here as well, so if you wanted to come and have a walk round and see if you fancy fishing it, I bet it's nice in summer.
Oh, it's lovely water, yeah.
But obviously you get more people walking around, and it's busy now, so God knows what it's like in summer. Oh, so we've just been talking to Bailiff. He's just been round, really nice bloke, and he's given us a few tips. To be fair, we're not fishing so far off, I don't think. We're just about getting wrapped up now. It's starting to get cold again, but he's saying about 24 wraps that way. He said you can go to 25, but straight out here I'm on peg 47, which you'll see there's some steps. It says 47 there. That might be a peg, I don't think so though. And it says straight out there 24 wraps, that's your deepest part, and that's where the fish come out. Said mostly daytime bites here. You can get them through the night, but it's not very often. So if you want to come and do a day session, you might be all right in winter. What do you think?
I reckon we're back on. We're in good areas, like the chap said. Yeah. Nice bloke and all. Like we've had 2 at Bailiffs who walked around today. They've been really helpful. Yeah. Told us what areas to get into and stuff. He said like the fish been coming out a lot in that mid channel. Like if you can find 6 foot of depth, they said you're good there. He
said sometimes 13 fish will come out in a day, so they do have some good day sessions here. But he's recommended we reset our rigs first light if we haven't got anything through the night. Yeah. And I think I'll go a little bit further out next time, and I'm just going to put a small mesh bag on just so the hook link doesn't get tangled around the lead or anything like that, and I'll just keep the rigs on that I've got, I think.
I think.
Yeah.
So it can just, if I can't get boat out because of wind, I'm just going to wrap up to 24.
Yeah.
And just send it to the middle with a nice big lead on. Should get there, punch it through.
For the beginners out there, when you're talking about wraps, it's, what is it, 12 foot?
12 foot wraps, yeah.
So if you get yourself some distance sticks, you don't have to, you can just measure it with a 12 foot rod. But when we're talking about wraps, 24 wraps is that. And they're the distance sticks. They come with a rope and it's pre-measured, but you just use a couple of bank sticks and estimate it with your rod. But there you go. So we're just sat in my bivvy. Look at it out there. Put it out there, Rob. Look at that.
It's got a lovely chop up
storm coming.
Winter's coming, Jon Snow. Yeah, it's belting weather. Had a few single bleeps. Not sure if it was wind or not, probably, but I'm going to take it as a fish in my swim, hopefully. We're just going to have a little coffee, brewski. Yeah, a little brew. Warm us up a little bit.
We'll get the Amazon lights on.
I'm fuming that my bivvy doors facing wind. The wind changed when I put it up, so yeah, I'm not confident.
To be fair, I'm not confident my bivvy's going to stay up.
No.
Let's take this off. You've never seen me. Dear me. Just getting a coffee on. Certainly going to be a tough night. It is meant that Amazon filming light.
It's good, isn't it?
Because those batteries in there, they last for ages. I've not had one run out yet, so they must last for a while.
How much now? I thought you'd be getting one of them influencer halo things.
I've got one. Yeah, I've got one, yeah. I use that for when I do my makeup.
Yeah. When you're doing your shots mob with new gear.
Got some waterproof cards as well. Excellent. Got these off Temu. Got a lot of Temu buys today. I've got this Halo headlamp. Look at that thing. It's like an LED strip light, but it's so bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's you look like Geordie.
So that was £1.50. I've got these cards which were £1, and they're like, oh god, covered in mud. They're like plastic, so they're not going to get wet.
What, laminated?
Yeah. Well, I think they're made of plastic. But great for these kind of things. What socials?
Oh yeah, they fancy them.
So,
how would you rate today? Out of 10? 2?
Yeah, I'm at a solid 3 at the minute.
Oh, well there you go.
It's not a 1. I'm not sure what it'd have to be to make me a 1.
Losing a fish?
Yeah. That'd be pack my stuff off even in this weather 1 and go home. Losing a fish. I'm not losing the fish on that middle one. That's £30 line. That's my catfishing reel, that middle one. I had the camera out on it, the underwater camera, but I've taken that off now. I've just put a solid bag out on it. Just waiting for this to boil. Like the North Sea, look at that. Woo! Rob's just going checking his bivvy, making sure everything's fastened down, but you can see on mine, pulling the pegs out. Post will be a bit stronger. Well folks, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but this is where the panic really started to set in.
So it begins.
The weather conditions took an absolute turn for the worst. And it'd give rain on the weather forecast and a little bit of wind, but nothing like this. The storm had come in early, and my god, the wind was forcing the rain through. It was terrible. So we're just battening down the hatches at this point. I've put a brolly pole in mine. Just a little bit. That's it. It'll just help it.
Just another
Yep.
angle.
It'll stop that, yeah. It's not going to come out, I don't think.
I've got them in now, like I put them in at an angle that way, so it's pulling against them, so that's I think it's fucking wild, man.
Bouncing your rod tips in now. See, my bivvy's got like an overwrap, a winter overwrap. It's a Daiwa bivvy, and I tend to put most of my pegs around the outside here. So if you put most of your pegs where the wind's hitting, obviously they don't supply you with enough pegs to go around the entire thing. But I've also stuck a Broly spike in down there where it's blowing it up, and it seems to be working. Whew. But very, very strong winds. That is heavy. Look at it hitting the island over there.
No, I keep seeing it's like fucking splash up, like being at Scarborough seafront.
It actually is. I see some Blackpool donkeys walking past now. Right? So if you enjoy these overnight fishing videos with me and Rob, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also drop a comment in the comment section. I like to know if you want to see more of this kind of thing, or whether it's not your bag or what. I just want to get a general consensus, but
if not, tough.
If not tough, it's still happening. But I just want to know what you like seeing more of.
I mean, if you don't like us, sit out here in 50-mile-an-hour winds, getting absolutely drenched for the sake of a few likes and some entertainment for you, then I don't know what's going to work for you.
But it always seems to be rough conditions when we come out, doesn't it? We don't book it on purpose, but we still come out, we still do it. I think a lot of people have called it off when they saw the weather forecast and turned up, and it was absolutely hoofing it down before. But
I feel sorry for that fella on the other side. He's packing up soon, isn't he? So he's only on
yeah,
for
yeah.
day.
Somebody's doing a day session at opposite bank, and it's just
he's got his Sonic Cactus
he's going to be
Bivvy up, and like trying to get that down in this weather. It's going to be a parachute for him if we're going that way.
I mean, you can hear it. I'm sure you can hear this on the GoPro, but it is banging away at the back of the bivvy here, the wind. Rob's just tentatively watching his bivvy for flying up.
He'll end up blowing back to Scarborough before I get
Very, very tough to place the rigs before. The bait boat was just like getting pushed around so much.
Well, we're going to turn into Titanic at any second.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not been sunk for. So bless it, the little bait boat. It's done all right, the black pearl. I think I'm going to make some pizza toasties for tea. Probably looks a lot later than it actually is. What time are we on now?
It's like 4 o'clock.
It's like 4 o'clock. It's pitch black outside near enough. So as a thank you for watching the video, I'll be giving away 3 of these lovely WestysAngling key rings. If you can see it, they're like a 3D effect. If you don't manage to win, check out the website, support the channel, and grab yourself some merch. But they are for sale as well. But yeah, 3 people in the comments. To be in with a chance of winning, all you need to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment on the video, and share the video with an angling friend. That is it, literally.
Funniest comments about how stupid we are fishing in this.
There you go. Funniest comments will win. And you'll get yourself a WestysAngling 3D keyring.
Lovely.
And if we don't catch any fish, at least we want a pity like and a pity comment. Oh dear. So this fishery is literally, what airport's that? Bradford?
Leeds Bradford, yeah.
So this fishery is literally next to Leeds Bradford airport, and the planes taking off and landing, they're so close. I didn't hear that come in though.
No, I didn't.
It wasn't really loud.
No,
Over the wind.
It landed, it must be coming round that way. The runway is literally on edge at lake, but there's a road separating it.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you, park lakes aren't really my thing, but I do recommend it. It seems like a really nice place. Bailiffs are really helpful. There are some facilities, but I prefer like nice quiet lakes and things like that, but
yeah, it's
something secluded.
That's my floodwater is a public lake as well, Scarborough here, and like some people, like you get dogs running in your bivvy and stuff all the time.
If you can hear whatever he's saying right now, probably not. Oh my god.
Oh my god. So I'm holding it. Yeah.
You're holding mine, but watching yours.
Yeah.
Holding on to my bivvy, but looking at yours like, please don't go.
Park lakes are awesome. They're usually quite well maintained because council do a bit as well.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, it's the dog walkers and everything, and people going past your bivvy and like people asking you every 5 minutes like, have you had up yet? I'm like, no, I haven't, I've blanked, so stop off.
Well, I had a Yorkshire Terrier piss on my tackle bag before. Like,
they just didn't say out.
just let it happen. And I let it happen as well. I was so shocked. Oh dear. Rob's is saying this is definitely the harshest conditions that it's fished in, and I've got to say that it's the same for me as well. I mean, I've been in some heavy rain, and we've been in some such horrible conditions like Cudmore the other month, but the wind and the rain in full force, it's absolutely brutal.
Yeah, it's so high up here, like Leeds Bradford Airport's highest like airport in the country, I think, and we're right next door, so it's so high up. It's just a big open plain. There's nothing blocking the wind. It's just hammering through, nothing to stop it.
Just picks everything up, doesn't it?
Yeah. It'd be all right for paragliding. It'd be away, wouldn't you?
Well, during this force 9 gale, me and Rob are going to play a bit of chess, like the old men that we are. So we'll switch you back on if we get a fish. Oh my god. Fair play to that bivvy, it's lasting.
No,
So is this one, but
I won't jinx it just yet, but Christ.
well folks, unfortunately this video's come to a swift conclusion. Rob's bivvy did indeed break and blow away. Just worried about mine now. But how terrible. Literally snapped in half and bent it and blew it down there. Threw all his stuff everywhere. That's why I'm just looking about to see if there's any more stuff around that's come out. But I don't know whether he's going to stay or... To be fair, if I could pack away safely, I think I'd be giving it up as well. Listen to it. Mental. Can't believe how powerful that wind was to throw his bivvy. Literally snapped the storm pole. He's just taking some of his stuff back to the car.
That is wild.
Look at that horrible f***ing thing. Save the blank. If we count that crayfish. It's a big bastard.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's like a lobster. Ugh. Yeah, go on. Look at that.
That's good away.
Oh, look at the size of pincers on it. Holy crap. Is that how big they are? Now get it gone. I think I'm going to have to attempt to pack up all my stuff and all. Somehow, slowly. I think it'll take me ages. Well folks, I've just got all my stuff back in the car. Everything's absolutely soaking wet through. Rob's off. I cannot believe we managed to get everything packed away in the dark, but oh my god, I've never known weather like that. It literally picked everything up that was in Rob's bivvy. So everything. He had his door shut and everything, and it ripped everything up. His bed shirt, all his bags, his tackle bag, everything. Ripped it all up and threw it probably about 10-15 meters into a park bench. Absolutely snapped his storm pole. Obviously he's fuming. Really expensive bivvy that, so I feel absolutely gutted for him. We managed to get all my stuff packed up, and yeah, that's it, calling it a night. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching. Really eventful trip, but not very productive. So like I said, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next Westies Angling.
What's going on YouTube? So you join us a very blustery, wet winter's day at Yeadon Tarn. We've donned as waterproofs. It's taken us 3 hours to get the rods in. It's been an absolute nightmare. The wind is horrific. It was blowing down yonder when we first set up, so hence why my door is facing that way. It's now changed and blowing straight into my door, so my bivvy's going to end up over there somewhere.
And that was meant to be our social bivvy as well, but oh dear, dear, dear.